MotorWeek is made possible by TireRack.com and State Farm.
The first Lexus ES, the ES stands for Elegant Sedan, arrived in 1989 as the entry-level sedan in Toyota's still fledgling luxury brand. It quickly became a strong seller, offering buyers an affordable way to enjoy outstanding luxury and reliability. But through 6 generations, the ES was seldom called fun to drive. Now Lexus claims that changes with the 7th Gen ES. Let's see if we agree. The original Lexus ES played just as big, if not due to higher volume, bigger role in making Toyota's fledgling premium brand so popular so quickly. In fact, the ES was their top seller until the RX crossover came along a decade later. Now starting its 7th generation, even with crossovers dominating the luxury market, this 2019 Lexus ES remains an important model, and this year also sees their F-Sport label applied to the ES for the first time. That made our decision on which ES to test an easy one. The F-Sport distinction starts by adding a mesh pattern to the big mouth grille, part of a unique front fascia that also includes larger air channels. There's also a spoiler tacked onto the trunk lid, tinted lenses for the taillights, and graphite 19-inch wheels. Now all ESs benefit from a 2-inch wheelbase stretch, wider track, sharper lines, and slim headlights with signature L shapes. More aggressive than before? Most certainly, but still plenty classy. As to the more important stuff, the F-Sport comes with dynamic control shocks and adjustable dampers. But getting the sportiest F-Sport experience requires adding the reasonably priced adaptive variable suspension. With it, ride quality naturally is Lexus Magic Carpet-like smooth. It's only when you engage Sport S or Sport S Plus modes that the newfound athleticism becomes apparent. Not only does the suspension tighten up, but throttle reaction, transmission shifting, and steering response are all heightened. We've seen all this before with Lexus, of course, with varying levels of success. While there's only so far you can go with a still heavy front-wheel drive car when relying almost exclusively on electronics, the pendulum does clearly swing the farthest to the dynamic side for an ES ever. Indeed, our staff's track impressions have never been so effusive for a Lexus ES. Car is impressively flat with aggressive turn-in. Sweet weighting to the steering and executing fast inputs is a pleasure. Grip is solid and balance feels nice. There's more power too, though it's not an F-Sport exclusive, as all ESs get an upgraded naturally aspirated 3.5-liter V6. Horsepower is up 34 to 302, and 267 pound-feet of torque means an additional 19 pound-feet. They did this while also increasing fuel economy, and on that, there's still an ES Hybrid available as well. We were more interested in living the increased performance, and while an additional 34 horsepower may not seem like a huge deal, with the augmented throttle response, it feels like a lot more. And it was actually kind of a handful getting off the line cleanly without a ton of wheel spin. But those are the kind of challenges we enjoy around here, and eventually we found the sweet spot getting to 60 in a respectable 6.5 seconds. An 8-speed automatic transmission is the next step on the power flow chart, and while gear changes are still smooth as a Lexus, they don't interrupt the power party in any way, taking us to the end of the quarter mile in 14.9 seconds at 98 miles per hour. Here, inside the F-Sport, Lexus has done more than ever before to energize things up as well. Seats feel racy and supportive, and there's a nice thick F-Sport steering wheel. None of this at the sacrificing of comfort, of course, both front and in the still spacious 3-person rear bench as well. Lots of tech on display, from the active digital gauge panel to the available 12-inch multimedia screen that sits up high on the dash, making it very easy to monitor, though the fussy remote touch interface persists. Government fuel economy ratings are 22 city, 31 highway, and 25 combined. we averaged a fine 27.9 miles per gallon of regular. That's an average energy impact score, consuming 13.2 barrels of petroleum annually with 5.8 tons of CO2 emissions. All ESs are very well equipped, evidenced by a narrow pricing bandwidth. Base model starting at $40,775. This top-of-the-line F-Sport begins at $45,310, with luxury and ultra-luxury trims between. While the 2019 Lexus ES F-Sport still with most people's definition of a sports sedan, the strides they've taken to make it a much better performer are much appreciated. And what is of even more importance is that they've done it without subtracting anything from what the ES has always been. A no-compromise luxury experience that is highly attainable. And now it's just a lot more enjoyable to drive, too.